Well, hello there, everyone. Whew, hot today. I'm a big mess. I've been doing yard work, and I went inside to make myself something to eat, and sat down and watched a couple of videos. And as you have seen in the thumbnail, this is going to be a rant, because it wasn't the video that I watched. It was the comments on the video that, well, to be nice, they were disappointing. To be blunt, it really kind of made me angry and kind of peed off. You know what I mean? Because the haters in this world, and the trolls, and the people with just nothing good to say about anything, have really gotten out of control. They really have. And I would like to think that it's their fault, but really, it's my fault. It's my fault because those people aren't being called out for their bad behavior. And they aren't being put in their place by people of a higher moral value. So they think that they can just say and do whatever they want. The video that I'm talking about, I mean, a lot of you guys might know, and I'm sure you do, Country Road Cure, Anthony and Roxanne, and they live on the west side of Arkansas. And I've never met Anthony and Roxanne. I've never met Gary and Mel. I've never met the Wileys. I've never met DD5. Although we're all in the same state, I've never met any of those people. I watch them. We're subscribed to them. I enjoy their videos. I enjoy their story. They seem like very nice people, but at the end of the day, guys, we're all complete strangers. You know, I don't know them. I don't even know if they watch our videos. I mean, I have been lucky. I met Drew and Lindsay, very nice. Got to talk to them for a little bit. I met Jeff. I met David, and probably talked to him for all of 2 minutes. But really, even those guys who were super nice and very generous and kind, we're pretty much strangers also. Like, we haven't sat down for an evening and had a long conversation, or hung out and talked on the phone, or any of that. So we don't really know those people over there, but we're inspired by their story. So I sat down. A lot of you guys know there was a big event, Freedom Weekend at 3 Mississippi. Again, people I've never met. We've never met them. And Roxanne's dog, Lillian, got scared from either gunshots or fireworks and took off. And I can tell you, as a dog owner, I've been a dog owner almost my whole life. Even Rocco and Bailey here do not like it when gunshots go off, and will run and hide. Dogs will do that. They will take off. Rocco's father, he took off on me for 3 weeks. I saw him in the neighborhood, but could not for the life of me get him back to the house and back under my protection. So these things do happen, okay? And I guess they all searched for a long time for Lillian and spotted her, but couldn't get a hold of her and couldn't catch her. And in the video that I'm talking about, you know, Roxanne was talking about they had to come home. Like, every animal owner will tell you, there's a point in that ownership of that animal where you make choices that are hard choices. I don't know the situation. I know we have livestock here on the homestead, and if somebody's not here to feed them, they're not getting fed. So I don't know, maybe they figured, hey, Three Mississippi's gonna keep looking, we gotta get home, we got livestock there, there's 20 animals at home, this is one animal, there are people looking for it. I don't know what the situation is, guys. I wasn't there. I'm not gonna put words in their mouth, but I could tell right away that Roxanne was visibly upset that Lillian was amongst the missing. And as a dog owner, I know that when your dog goes missing, you second guess every single decision you made. And could you have done this different? And could you have done that different? So I understand how difficult their situation was. And frankly, they didn't have to say anything to anybody, but they put it out there for the people who care about them. And the trolls and the hateful people in the comments it just was too much for me to idly sit by and not put this homestead happenings out, because that's unacceptable. Like, you can't, how do you see a person visibly in pain, most likely blaming themselves for the situation that they are talking about, and then spew nasty hatred things at them? Why? To make them feel worse? Like, who do you people think that you really are? None of us YouTubers have to show you anything. You're not entitled to anything at all. We do this for you, but you're not entitled, okay? And that kind of nastiness that I was reading in the comments is it's just above and beyond anything. And I wonder where the compassion in those people's hearts is. Like, that they could possibly think that they knew everything and could somehow judge another person based on what they saw or what they think they saw. I'm really hoping that Three Mississippi is able to find Lillian safe and get them home to Roxanne and Anthony. But I'll tell you guys, this is just out of control. We need to end this hatred that is going on in the world, and end this idea that people can come on like internet warriors and just say whatever hateful things they want, because there's no repercussions, okay? Nobody's reaching through the internet and giving them an attitude adjustment, which in my opinion, certain individuals probably need a little attitude adjustment. And, you know, I'm an old enough person that I remember before the internet, I remember before cell phones with videos, I remember carrying around a dime in case there was an emergency and hoping there was a payphone nearby. And I can tell you, in those days, you had those kind of conversations face to face with someone. Even if you're talking BS about someone else, you're probably talking it to someone. And if you're in the wrong, that person, if they're a good friend, they will tell you, you're wrong. That's wrong. You shouldn't be saying those things. That is not how a decent person conducts themselves. And we've gotten away from that somehow with the internet. and these closet warriors that think that they can sit in judgment over everyone else and tell them how they supposedly should be living their lives and point out the mistakes that they have made. I've been here a long time, guys. I don't know anyone anywhere who hasn't made major mistakes in their lives. Major mistakes that they wish they could take back and make never happen. So none of them, none of the trolls out there are perfect. None of them should sit in any kind of judgment over anyone else. And I'm really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, sorry that Anthony and Roxanne had to go through this with Lillian, but more importantly, had to endure that kind of nastiness for simply sharing their story with someone else. It's heartbreaking. I can't even imagine what Roxanne was going through reading some of those comments, and Anthony, some of those comments, and how heartbreaking that must have been for them to hear that. It's just a rant, guys. I just couldn't sit by and let it happen. Thanks a lot for joining me here on the homestead. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.